Meloni claps back at Trump over his begging for picture remark, turning a personal jab into a full-blown diplomatic spat. Neither I, nor Italy, ever beg, Meloni says, slamming Trump's story as a totally invented and disrespectful claim. A rift deepens between the one-time close allies, as Trump's bizarre comments drive a new wedge into US-Italy relations. Italy's foreign minister cancels a planned visit to the United States in direct response to the escalating war of words. The Italian minister says Trump's offensive words do not just insult Meloni, but offend the dignity of all of Italy. The uproar erupted after the American president's controversial public remarks about the Italian prime minister. Trump said, quote, "She's probably happy I talked to her. I didn't have to talk to her. She begged me to take a picture with her. She wanted a picture with me so badly. I wouldn't have taken it, but I felt sorry for her." Unquote.
Well, some things deserve an immediate response. Donald Trump's statements are completely made up. I am frankly astonished. I don't know why the President of the United States behaves like this towards his allies. It is not the first time, moreover. I can only say it is disappointing that he does not show the same determination with the enemies of the West and of the United States, whose leaders he instead treats with far greater indulgence. There is one thing he should remember. Neither I nor Italy ever beg.
It comes just days after the US and Italy appeared to be repairing ties at the G7. Meloni had praised the positive interaction between Trump and his European allies.
It was a significant summit, but above all I want to tell you that I found a very positive atmosphere. I clearly believe that the agreement reached between the United States and Iran had a positive impact, and of course we all congratulated the President of the United States, Donald Trump, for it. However, the fact is that we worked well together, with a level of convergence that was not a given on all the issues that were discussed. I think that if we want to reach a result on this matter, I can tell you this, I believe it would be very difficult to put forward someone from one of the largest European countries. I think that proposing someone from one of those countries would make an agreement, from my point of view, more difficult. Therefore, I would turn towards the medium-sized powers of the European Union. As for the relationship between Donald Trump and the other leaders, it seemed to me, as I had said, that the atmosphere was very positive and that there was a strong underlying agreement. That is what matters most to me, not so much the atmosphere itself, but where we are heading. From Iran, obviously, we are now focusing above all on securing peace and therefore on the points of the memorandum, but also on Ukraine. I would say that we found a level of agreement that is not always taken for granted.
Trump appeared boastful on the last day of the summit, declaring, "I am the boss," in front of reporters and fellow leaders. He also appeared to snub Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky, adding to tensions over support for Kiev. Did Trump deliberately refuse a meet and greet with Ukraine's President Zelensky during a crucial diplomatic gathering? The US president appeared to turn his attention away from Ukraine while focusing on wrapping up a landmark Iran deal. This whole thing is ridiculous. Trump appeared to lose his cool as questions over Ukraine once again dominated the discussion. Zelensky spoke of unanimous support for Kiev. But did Trump's actions deliver a very different message?
Are you going to have a separate meeting with President Zelensky? And what would
I had one.
What would a Ukraine deal look like?
Well, we have one, but we had a good meeting. I'm meeting him later on, too. We had a very good meeting. Look, Russia should make a deal. Russia's lost tremendous amounts of people, and so has Ukraine. Last month, they lost 35,000 soldiers between the two of them. Think of that. This is on a monthly basis. They average 25,000 people, mostly soldiers, young, beautiful people. And it's crazy what's going on there. But we had a meeting, and we'll see how. I spoke with President Putin on Sunday. And it's sort of the same thing. I mean, they just keep going, fighting, losing soldiers. They lose so many soldiers. This is not since World War II has anything like this happened. I settled 8 wars. This was the one I thought was going to be the easiest settled. There's a lot of dislike between the two leaders. But yeah, I'm meeting with him again later on today.
And are you going to have a special focus on Ukraine?
Well, we're going to look. Now we were focused on Iran. That's going to be in the rear view mirror. But look, We have nothing to do with it. We sell weapons to them. We don't even give them. Obama gave them $350 billion worth of weapons. Gave, which was crazy. The European Union pays us full price for weapons. But it's not that. It has no impact on us other than we sell weapons. We're thousands of miles away. But the only reason I don't like to see 25,000 young people die every month. Every month, 25,000 people die. Young people, they're just starting their life. They go to this front and they get blown up. And Ukraine is losing a lot of people too. I mean, the whole thing is ridiculous. So, yeah, I'm going to do whatever.
$25 करोड़ गरीब गरीबी को परास्त करके बाहर निकले।
For the good of our nation, let's work together and let's truly make America great again.
The fastest news breaks.
Requested PM saying that look, you will have to speak to Putin and to Zelensky.
The biggest news makers.
The relationship with India is probably the most important bilateral relationship the U.S. will have for the rest of this century.
The capital delivered quite an election result today.
Expert analysis.
The million-dollar question today is how to stop this dance of death.
Ground reports.
I'm standing at the crossroad of the Kumbh Mela. Behind me are more than 100 entry ghats.
Long-form interviews.
Exclusionary politics is reflected in Manipur case as well. You don't bother because this is a small state.
Deep dive into burning issues.
It's often said DRC could be the richest country in the whole world. It's because of what sits underneath.
Why exactly did the US topple the Sheikh Hasina government?
HD videos. We don't just break news, we break it down.
$25 करोड़ गरीब गरीबी को परास्त करके बाहर निकले।
For the good of our nation, let's work together and let's truly make America great again.
The fastest news breaks.
Requested PM saying that look, you will have to speak to Putin and to Zelensky.
The biggest news makers.
The relationship with India is probably the most important bilateral relationship the U.S. will have for the rest of this century.
The capital delivered quite an election result today.
Expert analysis.
The million-dollar question today is how to stop this dance of death.
Ground reports.
I'm standing at the crossroad of the Kumbh Mela. Behind me are more than 100 entry ghats.
Long-form interviews.
Exclusionary politics is reflected in Manipur case as well. You don't bother because this is a small state.
Deep dive into burning issues.
It's often said DRC could be the richest country in the whole world. It's because of what sits underneath.
Why exactly did the US topple the Sheikh Hasina government?
HD videos. We don't just break news, we break it down.